Well, hello everyone, and welcome to December 26, 2024. I am Delbridge, Benchmark Realty, but I don't have my realty shirt on. And this is your Boxing Day status chat. We're going to keep it pretty simple because I don't see a lot of people probably watching my shows on Boxing Day or the week thereafter. Plus, it's because it's Christmas week. We have a lot of markets and things shut down for Thursday, what would normally be Thursday and Friday if we were on a weekend type rotation. These happen in the middle of the week, so it's Tuesday and Wednesday, and so it just kind of breaks in between one day and Monday, and then of course Friday. But a lot of people take the Friday off because they already, they got to squeeze 2 days in there and add it to the other holidays and get 6 days out of it. So there's not a lot that goes on this week. Now, as you notice, I'm wearing not my shirt because I have a sister. I think she secretly believes that engineers are snooty, big word user type people who think they're smarter than everybody else with no sense of humor because, they're nerdy engineers. They can't possibly relate to human beings. And to prove it, she got me a shirt that says Understanding Engineers, and it has smart alecky type things like number one is, because it's a translation list, percussive maintenance. That says and the translation is, I hit it and it started working again. See, you can't be grumpy about it because in order to prove that you're an engineer with a sense of humor who doesn't get upset when people tease them a little bit, when they tease you a little bit, you kind of have to be a good sport about it, else you're not proving the point, right? You're just reinforcing theirs. So anyway, if you'll notice, I got my Dolly Parton right up here. I still have my new sticker on up there because that shows you how new this is. But anyway, I hope everyone has a lot of year-end hope building up in them, getting ready for a really great 2025. I know I'm looking forward to 2025 mainly because I'd have to look backwards at 2024. And looking backwards, we kind of have, I don't want to be a pillar of salt, so let's not look backwards. Let's look to the future. But we only have a little bit of something to look at. Let's get to it right now. If you like this content, please go to CallDelToSell.com, find the tab that says On YouTube, click it, and it'll open up a page of QR codes. There you can use a smartphone to scan and get to the YouTube page, or you can just mouse over and click it on a PC. There you'll be able to subscribe to this little button over here and click the notification bell so that YouTube will notify you when each Friday's blog has been uploaded. Thank you. All right, we have to look at something that was released, I think it was Monday, the consumer confidence from the conference board. Let's get to that page right there. It's right here, and we see the little ticker signs going. We got some greens and some reds and some Germanys and some more global and some HWOL, yada, yada, yada. We see a mixed bag there. And what it's going to talk about, this is the conference board's talk about consumer confidence survey. Let's get my ugly face off of here so we can see this a little bit better. And it was released, it was the penultimate Christmas Eve. So it was the one before Christmas Eve, being on the 24th. This was on the 23rd, which would have been Monday. Concerns about the future returned. Okay, so try to harsh my mellow consumer confidence index. It says it declined by 8.1 points in December to 104.7. And we can look at that. I'm just not going to dwell on that. It is, we do have our lead up to Christmas and we have our spending, and then once we kind of get there, we sort of think, we got to pay for all this stuff, and that can kind of bum us a little bit. We've got taxes, and then we're looking taxes straight in the eyes for the next part of the year. And if you want a more detail, because remember, I'll always give you the link to what I show you in the status chat itself, so you can look up the conference board and read that, because I don't want to go over that too much today. Harsh my good Boxing Day excitement and exuberation. So anyway, so we have this right here. If we just go to Google and we want to look up consumer confidence news, we can just grab from the highlights here. 3 days ago, consumer confidence drops unexpectedly to near recession levels ahead. Well, again, harsh my mellow. I don't care for that. Consumer confidence dips amid economics outlooks. U.S. consumer confidence falls. That's 1 day ago. 2 days ago, stocks fall on unexpected decline in consumer confidence. And I think, well, there it is. Actually, we just came from there. There's our consumer confidence link below that. So you can just Google that and find it. I refuse to be disappointed, is I guess what I'm saying. So let's get to our numbers. Hello, I'm Delbridge of Benchmark Realty, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. If you are currently unrepresented and would like to know how to compare up to 3 properties side by side and room by room, then go over to my new YouTube channel, CallDelToSell. That's 1 L and Del, no spaces. Watch the demo on Real Scout and then call me and we'll set up your exclusive ad-free account today. Well, let's see what we had for last week, which would be pre-Christmas and, of course, Boxing Day today. That would be 12/19 of 24. We had 23,232 in the opportunities. That fell a little bit over the previous week. We're in that cresting into the winter time, and we expect them to come down a little bit, so that's not a big deal. 30,407 were the under contracts and still showing. The ratio between those two remained the same at 15%. So we've got today 12/26/24. Let's see what it comes out at. 22,790. That's down over the previous period. We had 32,72 in the under contract still showing. That dipped down a little bit, and the energy ratio did slip to 14%. Again, remember, we have sort of our historical peak is around the third week in April, headed into May, you know, when everything's kind of getting ready. People have been boxed in over the great winter and they're excited, so we kind of pick up at about that point in time. Then of course we have more things start to come on the market through the summertime and that sort of thing. So there's a cyclic nature. Maybe next week we'll look back at my website, look at some of the data that we have on there for the various communities and look at that cyclic nature, so that we see we're really doing pretty typical, I think, for the most part. We have come off of the COVID-19 debacle that was there, and we've just gone through some bad economic times. So I look at, on the total, on the tot, I look at things getting better in 2025 than they are now. Maybe we'll get some ugly news that might want to scare us a little bit, but we'll keep our heads about us, and without going into Rudyard Kipling and speak about if you can keep your head about you while others are losing theirs. So we're going to sign this off so that you can get to doing something more pleasurable than watching me speak. Thank you. Come back next week. We'll have another episode. Bye-bye. Stay safe. Stay warm. We'll see you later.